Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome into Don Williams Tarot. I have a new format that I'm trying today as I've gotten new software to help me with my reading. So I hope we have a smooth transition here. Anyway, this message is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in the sign of Sagittarius. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so not all messages may resonate. So keep what does, leave what doesn't, okay? If you are interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you specifically, your life, your relationships, your career, whatever it may be, the description box below gives you the details as how you can find me, or you can just go to donwilliamstarot.com to my website, and all of my pricing and availability is listed there. Okay, so today I am going to pull you some cards today from the tarot deck. I plan to start off your reading with the fortune cookie oracle deck. And then at the end of your reading, like I typically do, I will take myself off screen while I'm doing your reading. I'll bring myself back on when I'm going to pull your last 5 main cards, okay? So these are my 5 main themes, which will help close out your reading. It'll give you additional information, or it could very well confirm some of the message that you have already received, okay? So without any further ado, here's my card view. Okay, so I've already shuffled. I'm just going to go ahead and get started and lay out your cards. Ooh, first card is the 9 of Swords. King of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. And the Moon card. Okay. So we start off your reading with the fortune teller. Sexuality. It says existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. I don't think you can read the words. I think the words are too tiny for you to read, but that's what the message reads. Okay, and as we dive into your reading, this first card does define your reading for mid-month of May, and it feels as though some of my Sagittarius may be starting out with some nightmares or anxiety, right? So if you look at this individual, they are in bed. She does have a comforter over her lap, or over his lap. I'm not sure if this is a male or female. Doesn't matter, really, what gender it is. But there is comfort to be found here. The thing about the swords, as you can see, they're going sideways. These are your thoughts. These are the things that are keeping you up at night. These are the things that are giving you the anxiety. It could very well be that you are in a situation where you are just really super busy. You really don't have time to work out all the details to these swords. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. And this is what's keeping you awake at night. And this is also my dream card. So 9s are typically about persevering, pushing through. Swords have to do with your way that you think, or the way that you express, communicate. So it's your words and your thoughts. This person definitely has their head in their hands, so you can tell that there's a high level of anxiety here. And in this situation, Spirit typically will always say that what you can do is you can write down whatever those thoughts are before you go to sleep at night. Before you go to bed, take a pad of paper and a pen or pencil, write down those thoughts that are nagging you. And then you can, once you've got your thoughts written down, you make the promise to yourself that you're going to go to sleep so you can get a full night's sleep. And you will pick up that pad in the morning, right? So you pick up your pad in the morning, and that next day you really work on at least one of the things that you can bring some resolution to. The other thing that I see that happens a lot with this card, now this card does come up quite often, especially during this time. We've got a lot of stuff going on planetarily and, within our own, the collective, as well as what's going on within our own countries, what's going on within our own, states or provinces or wherever it is that you live. That there's all these things that are coming up and it is causing this anxiety, right? So one of the things that you can do is you can just work on each of those items that are on your list, and hopefully that will bring you some resolution. Your next step has to do with the King of Pentacles. Now, the Kings all have to do with gaining or utilizing existing knowledge. This king right here is my king that is the overseer and security guy that creates his physical wealth, right? So he is the king that is able to lead with a warm heart. He's a very kind, giving individual. He has a lot of skill, this king. I also do see... I see bullheads on here, so this must be related to Taurus and grounding. That would make sense. So this king is really about utilizing or gaining additional knowledge of some kind. And as you can see on his cloak here, he does have grapes. Now, grapes in tarot are meant to be difficult to grow. So he does have a unique skill set that he's able to attain. This typically does represent an older individual. So this could be your father, it could be your boss, it could be your significant other if your significant other is older than you. It does represent kind of the masculine energy. This is about your wealth, your health, your career, your possessions, and your home life. Now, this king has created a beautiful place for himself, and this could be a mentor coming in for you, someone that you are going to go to help you with situations, or I don't know, maybe this could be somebody that is your tax person, or this could be a legal person. This could be somebody that's dealing with finances. So it could be a situation where you go to this individual and he gives you guidance on where you can put your money, or where you can put, your security, your wealth, that type of a thing. It could be somebody that you are just going to be talking to in order to be able to do some renovations on your home, right? So this person could represent just about anyone, depending on what it is, where your focus is in terms of what you are working towards next. If you are going for a job interview, I would say that this would probably be the individual that you may be your final decision maker. And it could be, this person could become your boss. Now, what is your barriers this month has to do with the Four of Swords. So you have 2 swords and 2 pentacles here. So I feel like your reading is more about your thoughts and expression, right? Your communications and your finances, or it could very well be your career. Some of you may be dealing with health. So this could represent a doctor, right? This could be your doctor who's going to be giving you advice as to how to treat whatever issue it is that you're dealing with. Now, this Four of Swords is telling me that this is in your obstacles position. Typically, this Four of Swords is saying that you absolutely need rest and you need to recover. So because it's in that opposite position, this 4, that would represent to me that you are in a situation where you're not really recognizing the dangers of burnout, right? It could be that you're really, really working very hard and you're really burning the midnight oil and not really taking the time for self-care. So what this card is saying is that you really do need to dedicate your energy to some self-care in order to get you through this next, couple of weeks. And it's also an opportunity for you to just focus on yourself, right? There are blessings associated with this card. This is meant to be someone that is blessing these people here. So I feel as though blessings are going to come, but you need to recognize that you need to slow down, right? You need to take some time for yourself. Now, your strengths have to do with the Four of Pentacles. Typically, this Four of Pentacles is a card that represents to me that you're hanging on too tightly to your money, or that you have some fear about your financial situation at this time. As you can see, he has one of the coins in front of his chest, and he has both of his hands wrapped around that coin. That coin, is also blocking his heart space. So this is an opportunity for you. It looks as though you are looking for some financial stability. So for those of you that are looking for a new job, you are definitely wanting to make sure that this new role is going to give you a boost and is going to be able to provide you with additional financial resources. But the thing about this four, when I see this Four of Pentacles, it's always a reminder that if you really hang on to your money really tightly and you do not allow it to flow, it bottlenecks. And what I mean by that is money is meant to flow, just like most things in our life. It's give and take, right? So it may be a thing where you are really trying to, you're preventing yourself from spending what money that you do have because you have a fear that it will not be replaced. And we live in an abundant universe. So if you have that attitude, your attitude or your thoughts, the way that you're thinking about it, could be holding you back, okay? Could be holding you back from the things that you want because you're not allowing that flow in. But as this is in your strength card, I feel as though this is going to pass quickly and is not really going to be that big of a deal for you. Your last card is the Moon card. Now, I love the Moon card because this is an opportunity to follow your path. This is a card that is, this is a major arcana. It does feel as though this has to do with your spiritual path. And as you can see, we have this lobster here that's coming out of his place of security, knowing he has to take that path to go to the mountains that are way, way back there in the back part of the card. And he goes there because that's where his success is. That's where his abundance is. He has to go past the dog and he has to go past the coyote. The dog has to do with, this has to do with within our nature of being loyal and true. And the coyote has to do with that wild side of us, right? This has to do with that part of our nature that is a little bit on the wild side, that is willing to take some chances, is willing to explore some other things that are kind of outside of our comfort zone. And then the other thing about the moon is that the moon is really is about trusting your intuition. So I feel as though it's going to be very important for you to tap into your intuition this month. This is your only major arcana, so I do feel as though this is the message that is coming through, to listen to your inner voice. And then also this is a card about dreams, your dream space. So if you find that you're having a lot of dreams, a lot of times what Spirit will say is to keep a dream journal. Write down those things, and then as you're writing down your dreams, the second you wake up, you have to do it right when you wake up. So have a pad and a paper right next to a pad and a paper, a pad and a pencil, a pad and a pen. Right next to your bed. So as you're having those thoughts, you can write them down quickly. Otherwise, they're gone and you'll forget, right? Because that's what happens all the time. Overall, this looks really okay. It doesn't look like there's anything major. It just looks like you have a little bit of anxiety surrounding, when you go to sleep, right? When you lay down to go to sleep, it feels as though you've got a lot on your mind. And of course, then the other guidance here is to really give yourself some self-care, okay? So I'm going to change the view. Hello. Now I'm going to take your 5 main themes. 1, 2, 3. Marriage. Wow. Didn't it talk about marriage in your sexuality card? I think it did. Don't forget about that sexuality card. Existing relationships could find new passion, right? Or there's marriage involved because you got the marriage card. Okay, so your first card is the Bull. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Now, most of my Sagittariuses really don't like confrontation. A lot of times they will have to kind of process things before they can bring it forward and be able to speak their truth in many cases. But in this situation, it's saying just stand up for yourself, right? And then your next card has to do with an egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, I really do feel as though there is a lot of success in your reading. It just feels as though there are some things that are kind of holding you back a little bit from you moving forward. But I do feel as though progression is being made. And, with good plans and hard work, you're going to be guaranteed success. Your next card is the Angel card. I love this card. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. What could be any better than knowing that you're having protection from harm? Now, a lot of times when I think of an angel that is protection from harm, I typically will think of Archangel Michael. But you can utilize any angel that makes sense to you, right? And then you have the marriage card. So some of you may be getting married. May is actually a beautiful month for marriage, or it could be that you're getting married next month, June. June is another popular month for marriage. And then your last card is the Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I don't know. I don't know who that may be, but you will know who that is going to be, right? Okay, overall, it looks pretty good. If you made it this far, I would actually love it if you would please like the video, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I think you're going to have a decent mid-month. So enjoy, and until next time, take very good care of you because that is the guidance that Spirit gave you. Cheers.